everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one of the best passing offenses in the NFL. The Chargers are top 10 in pass yards. They're going up against the Seahawks, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and our home team. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it's good enough for a Seattle first.
Let's just go ahead and state the obvious. You're going to want a big game out of that guy. Big-time run to get things started. But even more importantly, coming in on the road, trying to silence the crowd, take them out of it a little bit, slow down the emotions of the game, and get yourselves under control and feel like, yeah, we're going to be okay on the road.
Our chance to show you the offense here, Tyler Lockett. Charles, your thoughts?
Loved him coming out of Kansas State. The third Lockett that played there after his...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran, Brian Arakpo. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. On first down, Wilson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you?
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now Prescott. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. A nice gain of 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And one of the guys to watch out for out of this group is the man on the outside, Keenan Allen.
His versatility, able to play outside the numbers, come back inside to the slot. In any case, you've got to find ways to get him the ball.
Come on, let's go. Flex round.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop. Time quickly to look at the Chargers defense.
Corey Legion is rapidly making a name for himself as a defensive tackle. Knows how to penetrate upfield and disrupt plays in the backfield.
On 2nd down, Wilson throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, Wilson throwing left side here, and it's complete. 8 yards there on a 1st down. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Finding time. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw again is Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Give him 22 on that one. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st down. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Come on, let's go.
A second down throw for Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. On third down, it's Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Bernard churning, and he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He lost 6 there on the first down play.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
On second down, here's Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Third and long, it's Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So the offense has it first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Seattle first down. They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Seattle first. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They come out here in the eye. Now Wilson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot. emulate it, but aren't necessarily that position. Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's got Lockett. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more after this. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit. And sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tackles.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know the rule is first guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
Eight yards still remaining here on third down.
Ohio, blitz round. Come on, let's go.
Prescott from the gun on third. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go. Red 38. Ohio. Come on, let's go.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. second down following the incompletion.
Ohio! Here we go!
On second down, Prescott again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Shift together here from the D-line.
Black round! Here we go!
Prescott yet again. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Giovanni Bernard as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And he'll bang that one through. After the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. Now Wilson on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Brashad Perriman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. So they just do get the touchdown in before halftime, and now a PAT will tie it.
So what we're seeing is one team is going to be really excited right now. How about the other side, though? Will they be deflated, or will they go ahead and gather themselves, regroup at halftime, and come back out because we had an even half?
Yeah, we did. We'll see. Should be a good second half, that's for sure. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have two remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ohio!
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Prescott on first down. He drops it off for Bernard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Second down, Prescott finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
First down, Prescott. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. It's a gain of 14 there, and it'll give the Chargers a first down. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And this one is right down the middle. And they take a 17-14 lead. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the D-line's going to spread out. And they're going to speed things up here. Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. he has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They come up in an offset eye. To throw is Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A gain of 4 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That was a nice completion on an out route. And those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2nd down following the run. They'll give it to him right up the gut. He finds some open field here. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now Prescott. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here we go. 3-3-8. Flex round. Flex round.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Flex round. Flex. Come on, let's go. White, 90. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go.
Prescott on 1st down. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on 2nd. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
Prescott now on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Prescott now. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll bring him back within a point. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal, and if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel, and I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On second down, here's Wilson to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Pernell McPhee in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it in with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Bernard. And down he'll go at the 25. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now it's Lockett. 12 yards on the return that time. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They go play action here on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. Now Wilson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
He gets this one away, and, boy, it's another boomer. Returning, it's Benjamin. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice
don't
it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He drops it off for Bernard. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go. White, 90.
Back to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw. Oh, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd.
Here we go. Ohio.
He's back to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And Charles, he hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
Exactly. And this was by far the most nerve-wracking. They just stepped up and calmly banged it through.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season, once in the regular season, once in the playoffs? So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Still trying to digest the final moments of the game. What a fantastic drive to win it.
To see the winning team execute, stay calm and in the moment, and get it done, it really was a thing of beauty to conclude this game.
So for the home team here, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a